The Second Amendment doesn't mean that a citizen can have whatever weapon he wants or bullets he wants or things like that. Some people think that, like a tank or even, it's not, that's not the point of it at all. Remember, the Second Amendment wasn't written by the same people who wrote the Constitution. The people who wrote the Constitution didn't want amendments. They didn't want the Bill of Rights, but they finally agreed to it because the states insisted on it. So the states wrote the Bill of Rights. The states wrote the Second Amendment. So why did the states write the Second Amendment? Because they didn't want the federal government to impair the state's ability to raise a militia. That's the reason. So it wasn't to tie, the states didn't demand that the Constitution include the Second Amendment in order to tie their hands to prevent them from having their cities turn into shooting galleries. No. They just didn't want the federal government to make it impossible for them to raise a militia. But it didn't, they had no notion, right? No, the states, when they insisted on the Second Amendment, had no notion that it would become impossible to regulate guns in their own cities and towns. So that's all there is to it. Okay.